Dance Buddy here with Danca, bringing you a summer of self-care. We have the amazing Dr. Nina, doctor of physical therapy, and expert when it comes to working with dancers. We also have the model, Arianna, who is a professional dancer.
For our first video, we're going to be going through elements of a self-care warm-up. First, we're going to be going through a couple exercises to get that body moving. We want to get our muscles physically warm, so we're bringing blood flow to that area and getting our heart rate up just a little bit. Our first exercise is going to be body weight squats. So we're going to be sitting our hips back into a parallel stance and getting our quads moving. With this exercise, as you start to get warmed up with this as well, you can add in a little releve between each squat. Something to also not forget as part of your warm-up is to utilize layers. It can be great to have a couple extra layers on when you're doing your warm-up and even at the start of Ballet Barre. That way you can peel off those layers as your body gets warm and you feel physically warm in your muscles as well. The next exercise that's super easy to do whether you're backstage or before class is the side step with the exercise band. For this one, you're going to squat back as well, and keeping that squat position, you're going to side step to work those glute muscles. Another great exercise is the back step lunge. For this one, we're going to start in a parallel position and then step back into a nice deep lunge. This is going to work our quad, our hamstring on the back, and our glute muscles as well. We also want to make sure our core is staying nice and tight as well, so we're keeping our shoulders right over our hips. So we're really getting that whole body moving to get that blood flowing before we start class or perform. Another great element to add to your warm-up is the Dance Buddy body massager. This is great to use because it has that percussive movement that's going to help to bring blood flow to our muscles. And it's great to do after exercises to keep things moving and keep things warmed up. Arianna is using it on her legs here. I love it for lower body before a dance class or before a performance. And you can glide along the muscle to find those tight spots. You can spend a couple extra seconds there if you need it. But in general, we just want to hit a lot of different areas when we're using this as part of our warm-up. Next, we have our Happy Feet foot roller. And this is made of wood. We're also going to use this one on the floor, but you could use it in sitting as well. And you're going to roll your foot across this. This just gives a different sensation. Some people like different products than others, so we have lots of options for whatever your body prefers. A great Danca tool to use is the Footsie roll. This is a soft ball, and we're going to use this on the floor to roll out the bottom of our foot. It's great if you have pain in this area, stiffness or tightness. We're going to roll our arch along the ball, finding some tight spots and spending a couple extra seconds there if you need it. You can also wiggle those toes back and forth to get a little bit deeper. It's a great way to get those feet warmed up, get some blood flow to the bottom of your feet into that arch area before rehearsal or performance. Another great self-care tool is the BuzzBall. So this is a ball with nubs on it. It also vibrates, and I love to use this area for the glutes because this is some really big and thick muscle. And so this helps to just get a little bit deeper through those muscle layers. You can use it right on the floor here where you can do as much or as little pressure as you want. We can roll through that muscle area. We can also use our leg to go into some internal and external rotation to get into some of those deeper areas around our hip. This is another great self-care tool to enhance your warm-up. We have the Dance Buddy massager, and we can also use this on our upper body as well. So the best way to do this is really to reach across your own body. We're going to get into our upper trap muscle. I know a lot of dancers have a lot of tension here, especially for holding our arms up into different port de bras for a long period of time in class or in performances. So we want to get through that whole muscle area. We can work up into the base of our neck as well. Making sure not to go too high that we're getting onto our skull bone because that's going to be a little uncomfortable. We want to stay right on that muscle. And you can do both sides, sweeping through for a couple minutes to get some good blood flow to that area. I also like to follow up with a couple stretches after. So a couple do's and don'ts of using the dance body massager. We want to make sure that we're feeling good while we're using this. So if you have any sort of aches and pains or injuries when you're using this product, you want to stay away from those areas and make sure that even though it might feel a little uncomfortable, it's never painful. We also want to make sure we're not going over any bony areas. First of all, it doesn't need a massage gun, and it's just going to feel a little bit uncomfortable when we're going over those hard prominences. Some specific areas is our shin bone, or if we're getting into our neck, into our skull area, or the tip of our shoulder here. Also, we want to make sure that we're using this either before or after class. It's great to circulate around your class time to make sure you're using it as a warm-up or afterwards, but it can be great to do on those off days as well. When we want to have an active cool down day, it's great to use that product for that time period as well.